Hey team, so this is day 2 of our Limitless social media group. So today, it's not so much about what I need you to do on your social media as much as how I want you to think about sharing on social media from this point forward. Not how I want you to, how I recommend. Let's leave it at that, right? So what is way super important if you really want to take your business to another level is to vow to stop using Beachbody posts, meaning the ones that are by Beachbody headquarters, on the various product pages, etc., blasting them on your social media and saying, "This is on sale. Join my challenge group. Da, 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 da. Look at the Shakeology bag. Look at my Shakeology." All those kinds of things, vow to never do them again. That's for sure. Second thing to vow to never do again is to post a picture with no context. So you take a selfie and you post it, no one has an idea why you took this selfie. In order to understand why those are things you need to vow not to do, you have to understand what social media is for. And a lot of times, this happens to all of us, it happened to me, when you go from being maybe a novice or even just a casual user of social media to running a business on social media, you have a really wide gap of learning, right? How to use a platform for just sharing with your 10 friends versus how to use a platform for sharing with thousands of people. So social media's native way of sharing is through pictures and storytelling. That is what it's for. So Instagrammers with lots of followers are doing just that. If it's a travel account, they're posting where they're going, beautiful pictures, giving you a little bit of idea on how it feels to sit there, etc. If it is fitness accounts, they're giving you a little bit of sneak peek on on a workout routine or how they work out or what their lifestyle is like. If it's a fashion blogger or influencer, this person is showing you how they put outfits together, color combinations, when they go to fashion related events, what that looks like. So you see their life and it's exciting to follow them. And then when they say something like, for a fashion account, for example, they'll say something like, "Oh, purchase from my affiliate." You don't feel like, "Oh my gosh, that's so passe. Why did that's the tackiest thing?" But if that's all they were posting about, then most likely they wouldn't have the following that they do. Like, we can all have our own opinions on the Kardashian family, but they are super savvy on social media. They give you pictures of themselves, how they look, how glamorous they look, even just when they're sitting on their porch. And then they give you pictures of, when they're at the Met Ball. But then they throw in, for example, Kylie Jenner will throw in a selfie wearing her lip gloss or liquid lipstick. And she'll tell you how to get it. And she teases you with those things. But along the way, she's posting other things about her life. Same thing goes, I think she offers, she sells a waist trainer as well or something like that. She does the same thing. For right before the launch of something, she'll take tons of pictures where people are noticing her tiny little waist, and they're like, "How'd you get that little waist? Look at that waist, look at that waist, look at that waist." And then all of a sudden she's like, bam, that's my product. And then people flock over the website. Her uh, liquid lipstick line sold out in like less than an hour, or some crazy number like that. We're not the Kardashians, right? But we can learn from the way that these top influencers on social media are sharing. Because the truth is, social media is a social platform, and people are on there to connect with others. That is the sole reason why people are on social media. So remember that when you're sharing, and think about the types of photos that are native to the platform. How, selfies developed. Like prior to social media, selfies weren't like this thing that people did. Maybe they took pictures of themselves or they checked out their makeup while they were like, but this camera here became super duper more useful, and then even became a better camera than this camera because of social media, right? Because people are doing this. Freaking someone had to invent a selfie stick so you can do ussies. Like, it's insane. So that's what the platform is known for. And that's how you need to use it. So how do you do those things while selling your brand? Because remember, we are selling our brand. We are not selling Shakeology or challenge groups. Because if that's all we're doing, no one will trust you. In the Josh Coates training, Josh Coates mentions, Amy Porterfield can leave Beachbody today, jump on another business venture, and sell tons of that. Not Amy Porterfield. Sorry, Amy Silverman. Sorry. Because her brand is very clear. She's, a free spirit that loves living in the Caribbean and rocks in her bathing suit all the time and works out and eats healthy. And people love her for that. She puts stuff on there. She curses on her gram. Everyone knows who she is and can identify her with or without Beachbody at this point. That's where you want to build your social media. So I'm going to show you some of my early posts, which are total don'ts. I want to help you grow, like have your growth, your learning process on this shortened, because I already made the mistakes, so you don't have to. So I hope you thank me for that. But I really just want to make sure that, even if you've done them already and you're like, Melissa, I've already done all those things you're telling me not to do. Whatever. Like, who cares? That's the cool thing about social media too, is that people forget things because they see your post and then they see 10 other posts. And it scrolls so fast that even though it's way down in the deep depths of your account, most people won't see it unless they're stalking you. And if they're stalking you, then it's really good to find out who they are, because either they're a legit stalker, which that's something to worry about, or they're a potential customer, someone who's really looking into you. Okay, so let me share my screen. Here we go. This is serious stuff. I'm showing you October 2013. What did I do here? So I talk about, first of all, my post is me wearing my blog shirt, which is so cute. I probably should have just used this picture to prove my point, but no, I wanted to add a quote, and then I put the Beachbody Challenge, and Charlene and Tony and Sean are in there. And then my post, it's October 29th, 2013. So if you think about it, I was like 2-3 days away from the end of the month. So I can't recall what was happening there, but I was probably desperate to hit Success Club. And my post is very desperate. Not cool. I got family members who liked it and 2 really good friends of mine. And that was it. Luckily, this was very early on and people were forgiving. Thank God. Okay, here's another one. This picture on its own, maybe brightened up a little bit, would have been a really good opportunity to share what Shakeology had done for me. But instead, look what I wrote. Again, very new to the business, so people were commenting on that. But really, though, what the hell is Shakeology? Why do I even care about it? You know, like, why am I giving away samples? Like, I don't give any explanation to that. So that was another one. And this one of my favorites. Where's my face? None of these pictures are of me. None of these pictures are my pictures. Like, this is a mess. This is vow to never do this ever again. If you've done it already, whatever. Just don't. And then it's like, I give you everything on there. This is like, what is this? Who am I? Why am I doing this? Of course, again, October 2013, so very new to the business. So people still remember me from just, posting my Zumba crap. So this wasn't so icky, but had I continued doing this months out, it would have been more icky because my cold market would have been like, and what? Right? So, how do I get to this thing? Okay, close this. All right, so these are to-dos. They don't always have to be books. I know I am a very lengthy social media person, but I also come from the blogging world. So I give myself a little leeway on that, even though it's really not acceptable. And that's something I'm working on. But this one was nice and short and sweet, and it gives exactly the response I wanted. I'm working out. I'm doing a total body workout. I'm getting it in with my belly. What are you doing? I didn't even have to say that. Immediately, this girl's like, ugh, I should have no excuses. Yes, that's what I meant, but I didn't want to kick you in the face with it. Just wanted to show you, share my journey. So that is that one. It's a really good one. Smiling. It's clear. You can see me. It's not a dark picture. I look happy. I wrote a little thing. People get it. I don't even talk about T25. I'm doing T25. I just talk about it being a total body circuit, being a butt kicking workout. I got a good endorphin rush. People can ask me about it afterwards. And actually, when I posted this, I got 2 messages in my inbox immediately. Because, yeah, why aren't you working out? I'm over here pregnant and doing it. So here's another one. Dancing. Pictures of you actually in movement are really, really good for you, for sharing, for business. People who are not even Beachbody coaches or not personal trainers or not nothing constantly post pictures like this. So if you're throwing this in maybe once a day or once every other day into your social media, this is like really good stuff. You could easily put your camera on video and take a snapshot of your best look and then talk about it. People like this stuff because it motivates them. It keeps them going. They see it, especially if you do it in the morning, because what are people's lives like? Most people wake up right, if they don't have children, they wake up right before they got to go to work. They might have some coffee. They probably don't drink any water. They run out of the door. They get to their job. They put their stuff down. They go outside. They buy a bagel or maybe a butter roll or something. They come back to their desk. They sit down. They don't get to work yet. They go on their phone or they go on social media, and then they see, man, she got her workout in. Like, here I am stuffing my face with a bagel and cream cheese, and this chick is working out, and look how happy she looks. And it's so freaking miserable to look at her. But Dad, I wish that I could find the time to do that. And they can, and you will show them how. Because most people think that they have to drive to the gym, pack all their stuff, spend 2 hours there, miserable time, come back home, blah, 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 blah. I don't have time for it. But you would teach them that all you got is 30 minutes, and you can do it in your pajamas. And you can feel like I feel. Smile. That's what you want. So that's one. Those are really good posts. And again, in the morning, great. The other thing for if your market is moms, kids, most mothers or parents overall, they get up early, right? Because they have to be right, they have to get their stuff ready and get kids' stuff ready. But what is the rush like on the way to school or the babysitter and then work? It's crazy. The kids most likely get breakfast. They don't have time for it. Shakeology fits perfectly in there. They're running around. Most of the time they always forget something, and they're back at work, the same situation. They look at your picture and they go, how did she do it? She's a mom. She's got kids. She's super busy. Yet she found a way to find this workout that I don't understand. How did she do it? And then they're going to ask you, and then you can explain to them how you do it. So that is that one. Next. Close this. Okay. Pictures of you, selfies. Social media is selfies. Smile in your pictures. Make sure that they're bright. Make sure that you look good. Make sure that you talk about something awesome about life when you're smiling, not about how your day is gonna suck, because why the heck are you smiling anyway? People love selfies. People love looking at your face. You have a beautiful face. Share it. And then I'll talk about this another time, but like always think about when you're posting, especially with Instagram, not so much with Facebook, because Facebook doesn't align posts in the same way, but Instagram does. And sorry, I was making sure I didn't miss something. And you don't want, I'm not going to use anybody's, for example, but you want variety. When people look at your posts, you don't want this all to be selfies, because then they won't stop to look at them, because it's like, what's wrong with her? She's so full of herself. So you want like variety, and I'll talk about that another day. This is getting long. Flex Friday, perfect opportunity to show off your awesome muscles. You don't have to participate every Friday in Flex Friday, but you should be participating in Flex Friday and encouraging people to flex with you. Food. When you first went out to the gram, weren't you like, why is everybody sharing their food? It's so freaking annoying, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's sharing their food. But guess what? Most people are sharing like really whack pictures of their food, unless they're food bloggers. And most of your friends are not friends with 10,000 people. They're friends with just, their other friends, and they're looking at their foods, and it's like all this oily mess or some crazy messy picture. And it's like, why did they even take that picture and put it online? And then you come and you take a really cute picture of your very healthy meal, and it's bright and it's colorful, and you're talking about how you are craving these healthy foods now because you've changed your lifestyle and la, 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 and scroll stopping. Full stop. Because everybody else's posts are dark and crappy, and yours are awesome. So that is what I wanted to talk about today. Not so much a go out there and do an overhaul of your social media today. More just lessons on what to stay away from and not to do. So you won't have to kind of deal with half of the things I dealt with when I was trying to learn. So I hope this is useful, and I'll see you on day 3. This is day 2 for Thursday, for those who are originally doing this, June 1st. Is today, so June 2nd is the day that you would be doing the day 2. Okay, bye.